命のうちに生きる必要はない。私はただ復讐のためだけにこの力を使う。見せてその先の力というもの。ブリーチ、ブレイクソウルズ。
Alrighty, what is going on, you guys? This is your brother Death Smasher, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video, and Happy New Year's to you guys once again. As of the time of me publishing this video, it is now 2023. So let's just start off the year with showcasing another Beyond Bankai character, and this time it is Kaname, who was pretty much overdue alongside the likes of Toshiro and Sajin. And I'll definitely say, I really do like the design. Now, it's not a personal favorite of mine, but the fact that they decided to combine Kaname's Bankai with his Holo form, in my opinion, is actually a really unique choice of design. So, kudos to K-Lab for that, and now let's just go ahead and talk about this character. Now, in my opinion, this is a really insanely good character, just that I have two flaws that I need to point out. For starters, why is this character a no-affiliation killer once again? Do we not need any Heart Holo Killers? Because let's look at the album real quick. The list of Holo Killers is actually really bad for Heart, especially in terms of the SP department, because the last one was this Lisa right here, who is pretty much outdated, only has 20% Berserker Havoc, but no freaking guard break whatsoever. And we don't count this Fierce Battle Ichigo because, sure, he's strong, he's a really good free-to-play option. However, he lacks the status element, so he's not really all that great unless you decide to get him 5-5, invest the resources into doing so, and then pretty much getting him done, which not that many people will be inclined to be doing so, and we're just missing a really strong Heart Holo killer. And if we just go and look at the no-affiliation killers that we have for Heart, what do we have that is actually amazing? We have Ichigo and Nini. That alone already tells you guys that Heart is already pretty much stacked to the point that Kaname could have easily gotten another killer. Heck, I would even argue to say that even Soul Reaper killer, despite only having, what, 6th anniversary Aizen, it's still in a better spot. So, realistically speaking, this guy needed a Holo killer, I have to be honest. So that's my first main complaint, because Heart, you just don't want to update their Holo killers for some stupid reason. And my second complaint is the fact that he has only Drain as an actual status element, and we'll go in depth about that problem later on. But now, let's just talk about the character. So this character is going to be a Soul Reaper / Holo unit with the no-affiliation killer, as stated before. -1-5 with low 10 SP. He has a soul trait of strong attack recharge time of -12%. And I got him to T20 and gave him full stamina damage boost and weakened defense, just so that way I could pretty much maximize his usability in epic raids and also in inheritance trials. And again, the main issue here is the fact that he only has Drain, because you guys need to understand that we have several inheritance trials, and I'm talking about like 2 to 3 of the raids where enemies are pretty much going to be immune to Drain. Now, thankfully, in this type of inheritance trials, the enemies are no affiliation, and luckily enough, Kaname is strong enough to be able to kill those no affiliation enemies with the touch of 2 strong attacks, 1 at 1 out of 5. However, let's say it was any other enemy type rather than no affiliation, Kaname is just gonna be struggling, sadly, to the point that you're just better off being carried when it comes to using the character. So whenever we do get an IT change, you want to make sure you pick your fights well and see where to go about it from there. But yeah, that's basically my only main flaws that I have with this character right here. I felt like I gave this guy a bit too much hate, but then I pretty much got around to playing as him, even tried him out in IT, and I changed my mind. He's actually pretty strong. Because I forget that this guy is pretty much a mini 6th anniversary Aizen, which, spoiler alert, it's basically what he is. But let's just go into the rest of the skills. On his innate abilities, he is immune to freeze, so pretty much great for ranged no affiliation GQ, because you're going to be using him as a side, and he is an excellent side, mind you, definitely. Sprint +1 and Havoc at 20%, and then the skills, he's got 20% Bruiser. Throwaway skill could have been, I don't know, anything like Berserker. Devastation of 40%. He also has this new Team Party increased Heart attribute character movement speed of 30%. Now, this type of skill, it's basically giving Kaname the speed stick, except instead of being an accessory, it's as a skill, and it's also being shared with the rest of the party members. Now, in my opinion, it's pretty much just a gimmick to make the auto runs a bit faster, and realistically speaking, you're not going to be autoing with KANAME for when it comes to harder content like Inheritance Trials, and you're not autoing in epic raids. Now in single player quests, that's another discussion, but realistically speaking, why should I care about that when I can literally just give the units the speed stick? So in my opinion, this is pretty much a wasted skill. And now, here is his main highlight. He is by far the ultimate farmer for hard, because guess what? He has the super pot skill, the pot skill, and the droplet skill, already making him really damn good, just like the Mind Ulquiorra and the 1000-Year Blood War anime Uyu. So getting this character is a freaking GG's, definitely. And on top of that, Frenzy +2, with a debilitator of +2 seconds, increased art attribute character strong attack damage of 20%, and guard break plus hit hidden enemies. And he plays similarly to 6th Anniversary Aizen, which is really good. Now let's just go ahead and get to showcasing this character. We're going to be doing 2 builds, the first being the full stamina damage boost build, and then the next being the hybrid SAR SAD setup. So let's get to it. The Senkaimon Aizen and the Chad all have level 10 SP, while Toshiro is max transcended with 500 SP on the 6th slot. And the total SP that we have on KANAME is almost 5k, so nice! 4,961, that's actually pretty good. And with us on the team, we're going to be taking with us the Heart Zangetsu, because this guy can give out 20% additional strong attack damage to Heart Soul Reapers, and because KANAME is a Soul Reaper / Hollow affiliated unit, he is going to benefit from the boost. And then Yuha, because this guy is going to be able to boost on the second strong attack and also has the booster skill, so instead of being able to increase the attack, defense, and focus by 33%, it's like around 42+%, which is really good. Now, my KANAME is 1 of 5, so sadly, in terms of being able to get the boost activated, it's not going to benefit much compared to that of a unit that is 2 out of 5. However, you guys will still see a nice notable increase in damage when playing as this character and when you're boosted. So with that being said and done, let's just go ahead and jump into IZ and see what this guy is capable of doing. Alright, now before we get into showcasing what he can do in terms of the damage, let's just go over the kit real quick. Now the Nat String, irrelevant, but it's ranged, that's all you guys really need to see. Now the SA1, that's the only bad thing about KANAME, because it's the 18% shave attack. Now it is great for inflicting status elements, but for taking out enemy mobs, it's really god-awful. However, that is the only bad thing about KANAME. The rest of him is fantastic, because guess what? 960 Entombing Vortex, baby. Hones in on the enemy, keeps him locked in, has a good chance of being able to inflict status elements, and kills like a truck. And then the SA3? It's full screen. Yeah, this is basically a mini 6th Anniversary Aizen, just that he only has Drain, he doesn't have Sharpshooter, and on top of that, yeah, he just hits exactly the same. Oh yeah, and the other difference obviously is the SA1, since Aizen has a better SA1. But now, let's get to showcasing what this guy can do. So, let's start off without the boost, and oh, I can already feel the difference when moving around with him without flash typing, but 9k on the SA1, pretty god-awful. SA2, 68 to 77k. That strong attack is so goddamn powerful. It's a blessing that this guy got it, honestly speaking. And 21k on the SA3. We did 80k? I forget how strong this damn SA2 is, bro. I swear to God. Why doesn't Tech have a 960 Entombing Vortex yet? I swear to God. SA1 will now do 10k, 11k. Still garbage. But the SA2, though, 83k. That is still lovely, man. That is still lovely. And SA3, boom, 21k. Again, this character is fantastic. There's nothing else I can really say about this unit. It's literally the ultimate farmer for heart, and they decided to give him the 6th Anniversary Aizen treatment. Now, this guy is going to be a monster in epic raids. In IT, he can somewhat get cucked if we do have an IT in which the enemy mobs are immune to drain, and of course the enemies are not no affiliation, which in that case, you're literally just better off playing as the likes of, I don't know, 1000 Year Blower Ichigo, or any other heart character that you have max transcended T20, to then carrying the Kanames. However, what's really good about Kaname is that he does help out a lot with that SA2 of his. Finally, the hybrid SAR SAD setup, we now have Yoruichi, who is 5'5", with level 10 SP and has 500 SP on the 6th slot, and we're keeping the Chad, he still has level 10 SP, and then we have Memories of Nobody Ichigo, who has level 10 SP, so the overall total SP count is still 4.9k, which is still nothing to scoff at. Now, we are going to be doing a lot less damage numbers, however, we are going to be going for a much more consistent run because of the simple matter of fact that we now have a bit more cooldowns. It's at 49%, whereas the previous build, we basically had around 24%, because we had the Sinkawan Chad boosting us with the Strong Attack Recharge. So, yeah, we're going to be able to get a much faster run done, we're going to be able to get our Strong Attacks back a bit more frequently, and obviously we're going to be doing a lot less damage, however, it's not to the point that we cannot clear. Alright, let's get into it. Now, SA1, 6 to 8k, 60k on the SA2, so it's still powerful. And I could not see what he did on the SA1, sadly. So, let's just, you know, keep on going. Look at that. Look at that SA2 go. Yeah, I'm finally glad that they gave us a good Kaname. 18k, that's good. That's good. Now let's boost up with Rudack. SA1 now does 9k, 70k on that SA2, so really amazing, really amazing. And then the SA3 will now do 20k. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not disappointed. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, initially, I had a lot of gripes with this character, but after playing around with him for a bit, I can definitely say, without a doubt, that he is the best in terms of farming the game. Definitely. I just wish that there was a bit more to it, like 1000 Year Blower anime Uryu and Ulquiorra, where, you know, Uryu has the Pierced Iron Skin ability, and Ulquiorra has the increased status element chance. At least it would have been nice if Kaname got either one of the two skills in his kit, because of the matter of fact that two of his skills, in my opinion, were wasted when we could have gotten something better out of it. I'm sorry, but I don't really find the movement skill to be that useful for him, neither the Bruiser, because let's be honest here, you're not gonna build him up as a bad character, no way in hell, bro. Alrighty, here we are in Inheritance Trials. The setup is exactly the same, so we're pretty much running the hybrid SAR SAD setup, and here the enemies are no affiliation mobs. So we're gonna be able to kill these enemies, and keep in mind, here the enemies, they're all immune to drain, so we won't be able to get our health back if we even lose that, and we won't be able to pretty much pierce through the iron skin and be able to inflict status elements. So that is literally the one drawback that Kaname has for this type of Inheritance Trials, but thankfully they gave us no affiliation mobs, so at the very least, even at 1 out of 5, he should be fantastic here. And you guys will see why as soon as we get some members in. Alright, there we go. I don't really care who comes in as long as I can get the run to start. Alright, let's get into it, and SA1 didn't do too bad. SA2 is working, and we're doing damage. We're legit doing damage. Look at that. With the touch of just one SA, we take away more of the actual mob's health, to the point that you can literally just kill these mobs within the matter of 2 strong attacks. I swear, I forget that this guy is just as strong as Aizen sometimes, which is why I kinda was being very skeptical of how good he was gonna be in this IT, and surprisingly, he's really good. He's really good. I'm not disappointed. It's disappointing that once we get hit, we can't get our health back. Yes, but still, this is pretty good. There's no denying that. Easily. Now, let's say you do run this character for when enemy mobs are different, but of course they're not immune to drain, obviously. I think at the bare minimum, if you want him to do this kind of damage, he needs to at the very least be 2 out of 5, but honestly, I think at 1 out of 5 he should be just fine, and I lost my goddamn FSD, god damn it. Ah, that's annoying. But And I know that Orihime cannot keep him sadly. But yeah, he does a pretty fantastic job. So that's already something. Alright. And I'm just kind of tempted to die just to then pretty much, you know, get my full stand back. Ain't no way I'm getting my stuff back for sure. Boom, there we go. Alright, yeah, I definitely want to die now. This is kind of getting a bit annoying. Once you lose the full stam, the damage difference is pretty much noticeable. Alright, kill me, please. Thank you. That is all I wanted. Oh, you could have healed me earlier, goddammit. Now, of course, the boss. Now, of course, the bosses here are all Soul Reapers, so sadly we won't get that much damage in, but thankfully KANAME is pretty strong, so he shouldn't have too much problems. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna wait a bit before nuking because I don't have attention tie on KANAME, so I need to be very, 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 very careful about that. Plus, Toshiro's really annoying here, bro. I swear to God. Alright, now is a good chance to nuke. Are you kidding me? Shunsui was still alive? Ain't no way, bro. That is just so stupid. I should have given him attention tie, but I know I would not have been able to inflict brain, sadly. But yeah, there you guys go. He does a pretty good job. And he doesn't disappoint. So yeah, this is the ultimate farmer for heart. I do have my little nitpicks with this character, but he was definitely done nicely. So there's no complaints about it. Yeah. If you guys get him, obviously max him out regardless. Get him to level 10 SP, T20 him with full stamina, damage boost, and weakened defense. And if you don't like that combo, full stam and long stride, and he's gonna be a really fun character. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have actually enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most videos. And yeah, I'll also have a Sajin showcase on the way soon, lads. It's just I need to hit up that same friend again to be able to do so. This has been your boy, the Death Smasher, and I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Take care, lads. Peace out.